Hello everyone and welcome back to another response video. Today we're going to be responding to this extremely smug gamer girl who is actually just a feminist who refers to herself as a gamer, but in fact doesn't know jack shit about video games. Basically, it's a mini Anita Sarkeesian. And while this video isn't as bad as the last video I responded to, because it's actually well edited for the most part, and it isn't as incompetently made, the person we're talking about is just as stupid and enraging as the last people we talked about. However, I will admit, she is a lot more smug. But let's not put it off any longer. Let's get to it.
What's up guys, Jubilee here, and today is a little bit of a different video. I'm gonna be telling you guys all the shit you need to stop saying to women gamers. You may be wondering, Jubilee, what gives you the authority to speak on all these topics? And that's a great question. It's because I'm a f***ing woman.
This gives you power over me?
You see what I'm talking about? Right out of the gate, you can just get a feel for just how smug this woman is, and how she just talks down to people with that very condescending tone, and it just makes you want to strangle the nearest living creature next to you. But also, to address her point, who the fuck do you think you are that you can say, oh, well, I'm a woman, so therefore I can go around telling you all that you need to stop saying this shit to gamers? Bitch, you don't speak for all women, okay? This would be like me saying that, oh, I'm a trap, and that gives me the authority to just boss people around and tell them, you know what? These are all the things you need to stop saying to traps. Now, sure, just because I can speak on trap issues, because I am a trap myself, doesn't mean I have the authority to boss people around. You don't have the authority to do shit just because you have a pussy between your legs. I don't give a shit what's between your legs. If you come up to me acting smug as fuck, thinking you have authority over me just because you're a woman that plays video games, I am going to kindly tell you to fuck off and get out of my face and change that goddamn attitude of yours. But that's just me.
Alright, so obviously I'm a girl. I've dealt with all this shit before, or I've seen it happen to other fellow human girls. What am I doing? There's been wine. There has been wine. We're gonna do this. Let's just jump into it. Here's all the shit you need to stop saying and doing to women, okay? When a woman tells you she's a gamer, please do not bombard her with questions as if she has something to prove to you. We shouldn't have to justify our existence as gamers because you think a woman can only be a real gamer if she knows the answers to all your obscure questions. Stop.
Oh yeah? Under whose authority? Bitch? I'm sorry. Try to keep this civil, but I can already tell that this woman's condescending tone is gonna really grate on me as this video goes along. But what is wrong with questioning one's authenticity of claiming to be a gamer? Let's look at it this way. Let's say I claimed to be a feminist. Does that mean that I get to tell people that they don't need to question my authenticity of me being a feminist just because I can't answer their questions? If you are a gamer, why do you feel that you assume that everyone wants you to prove yourself? Or even if they do, why is that even a problem? If someone's faking being a gamer, what's wrong with questioning that? I mean, again, there are some people out there that claim to be gamers, but don't actually know what they're talking about, and when people go around being fake gamers or claim to represent the gaming community when they don't actually know what they're talking about, then depending on how many they are, they can just end up giving the gaming community a bad reputation. For example, people like you that like to go around speaking for women gamers when you only speak for yourself. There's nothing wrong with questioning the authenticity of something. If you are a true gamer, why should these questions even bother you at all?
Stop separating women into two categories of real gamer and fake gamer who's only doing it for attention based on your weird qualifications of what makes a real gamer. Who are you, the gaming police?
Oh, God, that fucking lack of self-awareness. Just, what the fuck? When you are so lacking in self-awareness, you can't even realize that you are literally talking about yourself, even though you're trying to address the people you think you're talking about. Like, who the fuck do you think you are, bitch? The fucking woman police? You think you have authority to tell me what to do and what not to do just because you're a woman? Jesus Christ almighty, lady. Get yourself some fucking self-awareness, because when your own arguments can be applied to you or your opposition, you know you don't actually have an argument.
Stop telling women that they're good for a girl. Just saying that out loud, like, makes my skin crawl and my blood boil. Being a girl isn't a fucking handicap. We're not a subcategory of human. F you guys that say you're good for a girl. Just f you guys.
Well, biologically speaking, women do have 1/3 less upper body strength than men, but, you know, fuck science, I guess, too, right?
F you guys. If you have said that before, never say that shit again. Stop saying, I wish I could date a gamer girl, as if we're unicorns and this isn't just a huge industry that many women are involved in. Also, gamer girls aren't gonna date you if you say shit like that. Just saying.
Okay, I have to ask, Mrs. Gamer Girl, did you get triggered before recording this video, or did you just get triggered while writing the script? Either way, you're so triggered you can't even make a coherent point without bursting out into random cursing or contradicting yourself. What is up with the random air quotes around gamer girls, as if gamer girls don't actually exist? I thought at the beginning of this video you said you were a gamer girl, but now you're using air quotes as if they don't actually exist. Which is it? Do gamer girls exist or not? Also, what's wrong with someone saying they wish they could date a gamer girl? How do you know that the person just doesn't want to date someone that has the same interests as them? You do realize that the desire to date someone who has the same interests as you is not exactly that uncommon. I can remember times where I would say to myself, I hope I can get myself a girlfriend or boyfriend that likes gaming just as much as I do. Stop getting triggered and actually calm down before getting pissed off, and maybe think to yourself that maybe this is just a person wanting to date a girl with the same interests as them, rather than just saying, this person wants to date a gamer girl, oh, he must be some kind of sexist weirdo incel or something like that. Maybe stop assuming the worst in people.
If a character is designed in a way that's pink or girly or feminine, that doesn't make it bad. Even if it's not your personal preference, have some respect for the fact that other people besides you play this game and they deserve representation that fits their preferences.
Okay, and who is actually saying that this is a bad thing? Again, this is why I have to question your authenticity as a gamer, because nobody I know bitches about this problem. Now, again, I can't speak for everyone, but at least as far as I'm concerned and the people that I know are concerned, I love Kirby, and so does everyone I know. I like Princess Zelda, and so does everyone I know personally. Nobody has a problem with pink or feminine characters. I mean, while I personally prefer dark colors over bright colors because bright colors make me feel sick for some reason, I can't fully explain it, it's a weird thing with me. Anyway, even when I do see like pink and feminine characters, like okay, maybe I'll express what I don't like about it, but it doesn't mean I think that it's a bad thing. Yeah, people have personal tastes and people might give their opinion on something. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, speaking for myself here, I much rather prefer gothic Lolita fashion and gothic outfits, characters, and colors. But however, I do also appreciate the designs of characters like Astolfo. While I do much rather prefer the designs of characters like Mei Misaki and Ulquiorra, I can still look at the design of someone like Astolfo and appreciate it because it's a nice design. Most people I know don't actually think that this is a problem. I don't know where you're getting this idea that, oh, gamers hate pink, feminine-looking characters. Again, if that was the case, then why do people like Kirby, one of Nintendo's biggest mascots?
Stop telling girls that they have to play as healers. Like, if they want to play as a healer, that's great. But it's not required. Also, playing as a healer isn't a lesser class. Like, healing is just as important and challenging as any other class.
Well, no shit. What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
When you're playing a game that requires team communication like Overwatch or Fortnite, and you're on a team with a woman, don't make it weird or creepy. Many women will intentionally never speak on a mic because of the crap they get, but if you do happen to end up on a team with a woman who's actually willing to speak on a mic, don't make it awkward for her. Like, welcome her, treat her as an equal. Why am I having to say this? Like, this is common sense. I personally have played a lot of games on mic, talking with random people on the internet, and the vast majority of the time, it has not been a good situation. I've been treated really weird and creepily by weirdos. Whether it's trashing her skills or just being weirdly sexual, don't do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to press X to doubt on that one. Now, speaking from my gaming experiences, and I've been gaming since I was a little girl, I'm just going to explain that what you just described doesn't fucking happen. And when it does happen, it is so rare and infrequent. Like, speaking from the perspective of a trap, I can tell you that whenever I am in full trap mode, whenever I am viewed as a girl, I am treated like a goddamn princess. Nobody ever treats me with disrespect. And if someone does give me any kind of like sexual whatever, I don't make a big deal out of it because it's usually just them like flattering me or maybe making a sexual joke, which doesn't usually bother me. And if someone trashes my skills, oh well, who gives a fucking shit? Like, male gamers trash each other's skills all the time. This isn't an issue with, like, just female gamers. Like, this happens to male gamers all the time. By the same respect, are we not allowed to treat male gamers the same way? I mean, if you want equality, then that's just the case. But again, this doesn't happen. Rather, it's me in trap mode being treated like a goddess, or just women in general. I've done so much gaming online, and whenever I played with a female, she was always treated with respect, and there was rarely any awkward tension or sexual tension. It just didn't happen. I don't know what kind of people you're gaming with, but it sounds more like a you problem if you are having these issues, because most people I know and game with never run into this problem. And even if this was the case, this isn't a female-only issue, because it can also happen to men. So, what is even your point here? Oh right, you just want to bitch just to bitch. Carry on.
This past weekend, there was a tweet that went viral that expresses a sentiment that's held by many men in the gaming community. Dear all women, Pokemon is not a real game. Animal Crossing is not a real game. The Sims is not a real game. Mario is not a real game. Stardew Valley is not a real game. Mobile games are not real games. Put down the baby games and play something that requires challenge and skill for once. Sincerely, all the actual gamers. I'm aware that this guy is especially an ass, but many people really do feel this way, and it's fucking stupid. Also, what about Mario is girly to you? Like, Pokemon was already a stretch, but Mario? Like, the game about a plumber man who's, like, saving a damsel in distress in every game? I'm sorry, I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. Okay, granted, Mario does have an hourglass figure, as we can see. Oh, and Pokemon, Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing, those are all games. Like, they literally are games. Just because it's not the genre of game that you're most interested in doesn't make it not a game.
Okay, first off, citation needed or it never happened. Second off, how are you this dense and stupid that you completely missed the point of what that person was trying to say? While I don't believe that this was an actual tweet, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that someone made this tweet. However, the point he was trying to make is that you should play more difficult games that require skill. The reason why that person tweeted out about those games, Mario, Pokemon, Animal Crossing, whatever, is because he didn't consider those very challenging games. He's not saying that they're literally not real games. He's saying that they're not real games in the sense that they're not real challenging games that require a lot of skill. And to an extent, he's not wrong. There are a lot of people out there that play really easy games, and there's more hardcore gamers out there that play a lot more hardcore games like Ghosts and Goblins or Dark Souls that require a lot of skill to beat. It's a matter of gamers that play really easy games versus gamers that play very difficult games. And I'll give you this, that I technically hold the opinion that some people should play more challenging games because they're much more rewarding to beat and require a lot more problem-solving skills. I'm not going to sit here and talk down to someone just because they play a game that's not very easy, but of course, as we've established, you're not really a gamer, because if you were truly a gamer, you would have been able to figure this out.
Sorry they aren't as sophisticated as Fortnite, bitch. Stop making games without a female playable character unless you have a good reason not to. Also, while we're at it, start adding non-binary and gender fluid options. Also, Link is non-binary. This is canon. And
Liar!
Okay, this is the part of the video that made me livid. This is why I wanted to make a response to this bitch. because the amount of lies here is really infuriating. There is so much wrong with this one statement. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to fit it all into one single bit without this video exceeding an hour long. First off, how the fuck is Link non-binary, you stupid bitch? Like first off, gender fluid and non-binary is not fucking real, okay? They are bullshit, and I have never been shown any evidence that this shit is real. I've asked so many non-binary people to explain non-binary to me, and they can never explain it, and they always give accounts that contradict the other people I spoke to beforehand. But even if we assume, even if I give you the benefit of the doubt that non-binary is real, what is non-binary? It means you identify as a gender that is not a part of the gender binary, which is boy and girl. But even under that logic, how is Link non-binary? Link is a man. We know that Link is a man. And if you're gonna say it's because he cross-dresses, then as a trap, that's gonna piss me off even more, because cross-dressing does not equal non-binary, you stupid bimbo. This is as absurd as those pink pillars that go around saying that if you cross-dress, you are transgender. No, that is not how this works. Link is not non-binary because he cross-dresses. That is not how this fucking works, and it ignores the context of why Link had to cross-dress. Do you know why Link had to cross-dress? It's because she had to infiltrate a city of sexist women that treat men like second-class citizens and ban them from their societies. You know, people like you. Feminists that don't like men and treat men like shit. That was why Link had to cross-dress, not because he's non-binary. Link is not non-binary. What the... Like, I remember not too long ago on Twitter, I had to explain to these dumb motherfuckers why Astolfo wasn't non-binary, and it's just as obnoxious here. Just because you show a random, out-of-context screenshot of Link cross-dressing with a feminine-looking horse doesn't mean that that is somehow a point of evidence, you moronic, loathsome human being. And also, to ignore even more context, yeah, that horse that Link is riding that looks feminine, it's Zelda's horse, not his. Of course, Zelda is gonna have a more feminine looking horse. Like, I don't know if I can continue on with this video, because this is the moment where she has completely lost me. And I just want to fucking snap. I want to fucking snap because I am so sick and tired of this bitch's smug attitude, like she has a single fucking clue of what she is talking about. I highly doubt this bitch has even played a Zelda game in her life. Answer me this, bitch. How is Link non-binary? And if you say it's because he cross-dresses, then you are fucking retarded. Fuck this shit. I'm done. I know there's more video, but you know what? Fuck this.